Hello, beautiful people of the internet. How are you doing today? My name is Jackie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I am going to be unhauling some books. To be honest with you, there are a lot of old books on my bookshelf, books that maybe I liked in middle school or high school, and a lot of books that I bought that I never read. And I only have a limited number of shelf space, so if there's a book that I didn't really like or I don't see myself ever reading, why not just unhaul it? Now, what prompted this video is tomorrow I'm going to a predominantly used bookstore with a friend of mine. At this bookstore, you can sell them your books for store credit. So I thought, why not bring a bag with some unhauled books to see if they want to buy them from me. It does say on their website they are more selective now because they don't have as much space. So they are only taking paperback books or hardcover books from the last year. So I'm going to have some unhauled paperback books here. I might then pull some paperbacks out of my stack on the floor, which I've been saving for a future trip to a little free library. And then maybe I'll take some hardcover books off my shelf to add to the little free library stack. At the end of this unhaul, I will then take you with me to the used bookstore to have a little look around and see what I get for my books. Now these four right here, I know I am definitely going to take to the store with me. First, The Female of the Species by Mindy McGinnis. This was a super hyped young adult book on BookTube around the time that I first joined, and honestly, I didn't really like it that much. I thought it was fine, but I wasn't a huge fan of it considering how hyped it was, and it's just not something I ever see myself reading. But it is in really good condition, so I'm going to take that. I'm also going to unhaul, again, controversial, Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. I read this and I gave it 3 stars. It wasn't totally for me, I think. Not bad, but just not something that I personally loved. I don't see myself ever reading it again, so I'm gonna take it to see if they want to buy it from me. I also think I'm going to unhaul Looking for Alaska by John Green. This is in really good condition, so maybe they'll want to buy it. When I pulled it off my bookshelf for this video, my receipt was still tucked in it. It was a receipt from 2014, and if you're not going to read a book in 10 years, I think that means it's time to go. I really like John Green as a person, just from the limited stuff I've seen from him. He seems like a genuinely cool and nice person. I did like The Fault in Our Stars when I was a teenager, but this one, I bought it and I ended up DNFing it. My receipt was on page 45, so I guess that's where I gave up. And I just don't see myself ever going back to finish this one, so I'm gonna sell it. I also think I'm going to sell The Safest Lies by Megan Miranda. This is a young adult mystery slash thriller, I think, that I bought probably around the same time, probably around 2014, 2015. And I don't read these types of books anymore, so I don't see myself ever going back and reading this. All right, other paperback books that I took out of my to-be-taken little free library pile. A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro. I recently had this on a These Books Will Self-Destruct list, and I ended up DNFing this. I think it's maybe something I could have liked when I was a lot younger, but nowadays it just doesn't meet my tastes, and it was a little bit too much not like the other girls for me. Even in Paradise by Chelsea Philpott. I bought this when I was a lot younger because a Teen Vogue article described it as Gossip Girl meets The Great Gatsby, which honestly is still a really cool descriptor. I love both those things. But again, like the YA stuff is not really me anymore, and this is in really good condition, so I'm gonna try to sell it. Maybe they'll want it. 3 Dark Crowns by Kendara Blake. I read this. This was fine. I think it was like a 3-star, so not bad, but just not the kind of thing that I really like anymore, and I don't see myself ever reading it again or continuing the series, so why not, sell it and somebody who really wants to read it can. Poor Little Dead Girls by Lizzie Friend. This is another young adult mystery. I was very into the young adult mysteries when I was, 13, 14, but now I'm pretty much exclusively an adult reader. This is a book that I picked up at Barnes & Noble randomly because the blurb on the front compares it to Pretty Little Liars and the blurb on the back compares it to Gossip Girl, which were, you know, 13, 14-year-old me's favorite shows, some of her favorite shows. So I think I liked it. I honestly don't remember it. I don't see myself reading it again. I also have Glass Sword in my pile. And honestly, maybe I should unhaul Red Queen too. I did read Red Queen, and I think I liked it at the time, but I ended up DNFing the sequel, and I've just never felt inspired to continue with the series. Again, nothing personal against the author. I think this is just the type of book that a younger version of me would have really enjoyed, but the 25, I almost forgot how old I am for a second. We're in the year 2024, so I am 25. The 25-year-old version of me is just not into this sort of thing. So those are the books that I'm going to be trying to sell at the used bookstore, plus Red Queen, and we will see what happens. So that is 10 books to take to the used bookstore, and we'll see how many, if any, they want to buy. Then I think I will also take some hardcover books off my shelf to add to my little free library pile. I don't know if I can unhaul 10, but we'll see. If I can, I will add the same number that I sold, but I don't know if realistically I have 10 more books that I want to unhaul. We got the bag right here. Hopefully they will want to buy some of these. Well, to be honest, if you're seeing this video, that means they wanted to buy some of them, because if they told me they didn't want any of them, then I would just not post this and pretend it never happened. But I will be off to the bookstore in a second. It's been forever since I went to this particular one, so I'm gonna put the directions in and listen to Taylor Swift on the way because that's what I like to do when I'm in the car alone. I am back and my bag is empty. They bought all 10 of my books for $25. So, I mean, that's not a huge amount per book, but like so much better than the $0 I would have got for them otherwise. So I had $25 store credit, and I did get one thing while I was there. I picked up Silent Nights, Christmas Mysteries, edited by Martin Edwards. Martin Edwards is the current president of the Detection Club, so this is another one of the collections he edited of classic British murder mystery stories. I read, making a mess, I did read another Christmas-themed one that he edited. It's here. The Christmas Card Crime and Other Stories. I read this. And I also have another one I haven't read yet, which is Murder by the Book, Mysteries for Bibliophiles. And I like these, you know, they're fun, easy to read collections of classic mysteries. And this was only $6. So I was like, why not get it if it's only $6? That's so cheap. And now I still have $19 that I can use in the future. This is my third time going to this bookstore, and it is really cool. But I feel like in the future, I need to go with a game plan, like an idea of certain things that I want to look for, because they have so many books that I actually find it overwhelming and I don't know where to go or what to look at. I feel like maybe it would be a good idea if I was like, all right, I want to see if they have this book. I want to see if they have books by this author, just so I have a game plan going in. Now, I'm also going to add a couple more hardcover books to my little free library stack. At some point, I want to film another little free library video, possibly going up to the beach area. but I don't know when exactly I'm going to film that. It is a Florida summer and it's very, very hot. It is in the 90s this weekend. Ugh, I love the Florida weather, but not in the summer. It is awful. So I don't know if I'm gonna do it this summer or maybe I'll just wait until the fall when it's a little more bearable outside. But at some point I'm going to do another little free library video just to have fun, bring some books to the libraries, maybe pick up some other stuff. I'm gonna adjust the camera. I feel like it's too far back. There you go. All right, so I don't think I can unhaul a full 10, but let's see what I don't want anymore. Well, when I went to the little free libraries the first time, I picked up The Only Survivors by Megan Miranda, and I think I'm going to put this back in circulation. I read it, it was okay, but I don't see myself ever reading it again. So I think I'll put this back in circulation with the little free libraries. That's one. Oh, by the way, this is not a hardcover book, but I don't know if I ever told you guys that I was unhauling this. Cecily by Claire Darcy. This is the book that Thrift Books accidentally sent me when I tried to order Cecily by Annie Garthwaite. I ordered this. They sent me this. And they did end up giving me my money back for the purchase, but this is like a 1970s Regency romance. And I'm just never going to read this. I thought about making a vlog where I did read it and kind of making fun of it, but I thought ultimately that was just too mean-spirited. So I'm gonna put this in a little free library. I feel like this is the type of book that some people might like, but just not gonna be the thing for me. So I am gonna unhaul this one. I'm going to unhaul The Sisters of the Winter Wood by Rena Rosner. This is a young adult fantasy. I thought it was okay when I read it, but again, this is not the sort of thing that I'm into anymore, so hopefully somebody who is into this sort of thing will be able to find it. And finally, I think I'm going to unhaul these four. The Darkest Corners by Kara Thomas, Trust Me I'm Lying, and Trust Me I'm Trouble, which are both by Mary Elizabeth Summer, and The Girl in the Picture by Alexandra Monnier. These are all young adult mystery thrillers that I bought randomly at Barnes & Noble when I was approximately 14 or something like that. I did read these two. I did not read the Kara Thomas or this one on the bottom. But like I said already, this is just something that I was into a long time ago, but doesn't fit my current tastes. So let's unhaul these and hopefully somebody who is in this demographic will find them and enjoy reading them. So everybody, that is it for my little unhaul and used bookstore haul. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you want to see that next little free libraries video when it does end up coming out, the best way to see it when it is released is to subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it if you did. If you liked this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel. If you do subscribe to my channel, I post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday with some bookish content for you to enjoy. If you're still here watching this video and you want to show your support in the comment section but don't know what to say, why don't you comment like a money emoji since this is a video about selling books? So leave that down below so that I know you're still here and you enjoyed. My social media links are in the description if you want to follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, or be my friend on Goodreads. And I think that about covers it for this video. I hope you have an excellent rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!